So I was just bored scrolling through some fan content about Avatar and I came across this fan manga that definitely piqued my interest, so all credit goes to KP Lionheart on DeviantArt for this really cool fan manga. The link to their stuff will be in the top of the description. So it's pretty short and I'll give you the gist of the pages and I'll explain what the creator was trying to do afterwards. So on the first page, Katara walks away telling Zuko that it's funny how trusting he can be and when he least expects it he's betrayed by the person he hoped to save. And Katara asks Zuko if it's painful, being betrayed that is, but she goes on asking that he already knows a lot about betrayal, and turns out that she paralyzed Zuko and she tells him that the paralysis won't last much longer and to consider him even with her. And she tells him goodbye as Katara leaves Zuko there to go with Jet. And on the next page, Zuko is just stuck there remembering everything about how Katara betrayed them. He remembers seeing Aang lying on the ground, Sokka against a crater in the wall, and Toph strung up and tied up with rope hanging from the ground, and Zuko's just stuck there asking himself why over and over. But it gets even worse on the last page, and Zuko is going through it, remembering everything about Katara and asking why she would betray everyone. He asks how and thinks about all the people Katara just betrayed, and pretty much just seen the entirety of Team Avatar, from Sokka, Toph, Aang, and then to him. And that with his luck, he should have known better, and Zuko begins crying and asking himself why over and over, and that he and everyone else trusted her, and asks how could she. Definitely really short, but it's one that definitely piques my interest and I feel has some good potential. So basically when the creator came up with this, in their own words, they posted a description and just talking about the entirety of this below the first page. So this is based off an old one-shot they wrote back about Katara having betrayed the group for the sake of protecting them. In the written one-shot, she and Zuko bump into each other during the final battle and confront each other about what she had done. And for what happened before, Jet in this timeline is still alive, had become more insane since his capture and bossing Sand. In his insanity, blamed the death of his parents on the Avatar for not doing his duty in protecting the world when he should have. So to get back at them, he targets Katara and blackmails her, telling her that he's rigged their camp being an abandoned temple with explosives, and that if she didn't join him to steal a Fire Nation artifact he planned to use to further damage the evil country, he'd kill her friends. Katara obeyed despite the painful notion and drugged their food the night before, setting several traps with the help of some men Jet had gotten to do his bidding. The next morning, one of the explosions was set off, and while the group tried to escape, they got into combat with the men. During the scuffle, Katara appeared ready to fight, and for a moment their joy at knowing she could fight clouded their judgment. In a second, Katara directed a whip at Toph, forcing the confused and angry earthbender into a trap that set off several ropes that threw her into the air. Turning the whip against Sokka, Katara slammed her brother against a wall, knocking him out. Zuko tried to fight her off while Aang watched her horrified, but the men cornered him and shoved him down enough to have a trap of oiled ropes to force him down. Katara turned her attacks on Aang. The boy, not wanting to hurt her, fought weakly and tried to catch her attention, yet she was ruthless and beat him down. Zuko tried to catch her attention as she made her way toward his jet after he commanded the men to go and prepare for their departure, and her response is the first page. Definitely a pretty cool idea. Wish there were more pages, as this would be a dope story, and one thing I'm guessing that this fan story was getting at is that Katara and Zuko are kind of a thing in this universe. But overall, if you enjoyed the video, then be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down below if you want to see more videos like this. But if you want to see more from me, go follow me on TikTok and go check out my other channels, which will all be linked down below. But if you like Avatar content, then be sure to stick around. But I will see you all in the next one. Peace.